penny in the atlas points the way. Andrea Stephen on a journey. Tonto rumbles down the highway, chasing dreams and golden mornings.
So this is Gillian, or Gillian, don't know how you pronounce it.
Gillian, like Gillian Anderson. Yes.
She's British, did you know that?
I did know that.
True story. Anyway.
How
yes.
I love my British women.
Gillian Hall, and this was either a saloon or a store. Or it could have been both, because I have seen saloons that also sell goods as well.
Right, and I also seen about dances upstairs.
Dances are upstairs, and the entrance to upstairs has been taken away, but it's on the outside.
Right. And the old layers of screen and wallpaper, fabric, and then wallpaper over the top, several layers of wallpaper there. Safe for a saloon, because like we've always said, the
Saloons are small.
saloons, they always make them look massive on the movies and the TV, but they're just, so I think you're right, it does have kind of the layout of a store. You know, back here, how they have kind of the cladding in an area, you'd imagine clerk.
I think so. I mean, they could still, as I said, we have seen, I can't remember what town it was, where we went to, and it was actually decked out, and it was a store, which was also a saloon, because the miners would go in and get their loaf of bread and have a whiskey.
Yeah, as soon as they got paid by the mining company, they spent it all in the store, so that the mine owners got their money back.
And there's loads of different wallpapers.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then what would these two?
These two
storage?
funky rooms. So yeah, I guess storage.
Office?
Office, maybe keep the safe.
There was obviously a basement, looking at that.
Yeah, that's weird. Or it looks like that's maybe the original floor, and then these are the base, the nice wood floor on top.
I reckon it was a basement.
Now, next door.
Yeah. So this is the fraternity hall. It's massive. Looks like it was 3 stories. Built in the 1800s for shows and dances, and the lodges would meet upstairs. So if dances were held down here, I guess the band would be on the stage, dances were held down here.
Yeah.
Would one of these be a...
Coat room?
Look, ticket.
Ticket, please. Yep.
Joyce Muir, August 11th, 1963, Anaconda, Montana.
Huh, so I wonder, maybe refreshments here? Maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah, tickets and maybe a... I'm just thinking of a closet for, coats.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like this dance? Da, 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 da.
What are you doing? I don't know how to... 2
heaters. And they're near the stage. And door either side. So the performers or the band, it would be a band, wouldn't it?
The band can come in through without being bothered by the common people.
Oh, let's take a look upstairs.
Yeah, you can come on in.
Yes, they do. A lot of paranormal investigators come up here.
Mining camps and ghost towns, a lot of deaths.
Let's close the door, stop it from... So there's several little rooms. So and obviously,
Another coat closet.
yeah, that goes in there. We'll do that one in a minute. Office? No, it wouldn't be an office. Cupboard?
I don't know, because this would have only been a half wall. As you see, it doesn't really...
Yeah, it does.
Or no, it did connect. It'll go all the way up. Bizarre.
And, okay, so that's the
Attic space.
attic space, which looks from the outside like it's proper 3 stories.
Right.
So it's more like a facade.
Yep.
And then well, just little cupboards. And then
Lots of closet space.
would this be another little ticket? Oh, this is where you have to do your secret handshake. Do you
I'm gonna
think?
say, looks like this has been cut to look like, so I don't know if that's original or if...
Strange. And you've got a stage either side. Well, this, yeah, I don't know whether or not that's original. Is that a door, or was that's just been cut?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know what it was used for after it was used as a frat hall.
Right. See,
'Cause-
like I said, you got 2 raised areas and then the sides, along the sides as well.
So the rail was taken up in 1931, and that was the demise of the town. Silver plummeted. The amount of silver being mined wasn't as much as, you know.
Right.
Oh, is that something that somebody else has put in? Looks like it actually, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, what's over that one? It's just an entrance.
Yep, another entrance without the closet.
Oh, okay. You know, looking at this, although the sign said there was lots of butcher shops, I don't think this is a butcher shop. And the reason why is because it's got wallpaper up. I wouldn't have thought wallpaper would be in a butcher shop. Could be wrong, unless the butcher shop closed and then a family moved in. Not sure. Now here used to be the Hoffman barber shop, and it was the only place you could get a bath in Elkhorn between 1880 and 1890. True story. So all the way along here you've got Ford's candy store, the jewellery shop, a general store. This is where they all used to be. Obviously nothing left now.
And there is an ore chute. Covered. This one's got a roof on it, and it's don't see that very often.
I was going to say, it's a funny looking ore chute, because the big ore chute's behind. I'm not sure whether or not we'll be able to get to it, or whether or not it's on private property. Because that is the one thing with this town. Although it's a ghost town, and it's a state park actually. Online I read only 10 people lived here. That's actually not the case. Dozens and dozens of people live here. So not quite what we expected. Interesting, nonetheless.
Yep.
The first school built before 1880 is 100 yards east behind this sign, and the second schoolhouse about 1884 next to the log building at rear. So what's this one then? Oh, I see. Just got bit. Ah, so the man that lived here, Edward Dorr, he was from England. And he's buried in the Elkhorn cemetery. Can we get in?
Nope.
So inside, can you see you've got the stove, table and chairs, the hat, the lantern, the kitchen bowl, little bookcase. Oh, that is so cute. So apparently there's a Northern Pacific Railway water tank. It's actually, you call it a railroad.
Yep.
We call it a railway in England.
I wonder if this is the original railroad bed.
Well, it could possibly, as I said, that when they closed the railway down, that's when the town started crumbling and people moved out.
Because there was a sign, so somewhere in those trees was where the depot was. So along here somewhere. Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that.
Yeah, and as I mentioned before, there were 3 trains used to come in every single week. So that brought a lot of, I was going to say tourism, but you know what sort of tourism I mean.
Yep. It is always kind of hard to express the feeling when, especially like in these northern states, when we're around a lot of the trees, the forests, coming around the corner and seeing a structure just materialize. And the size of some of them too.
We think also, you know, this was built back in the 1870s, 1880s.
Yeah.
So everything had to be brought up where I'm huffing and puffing.
Yep, I'm feeling it too.
Because of the altitude. You know, it is still amazing how they managed to get up to these places.
Can we?
We can. Let's take a look. Just as well I brought the torch.
Oh, wow.
It's only the baby one though, I didn't bring the big one.
So we can just do the downstairs area. There were the water pipes. Can't really peek in there, but maybe the flashlight will give a look.
Oh, it smells of rats.
Ooh, yep.
Really stinks of rats. And then, oh,
How neat.
that is.
And just right above our heads, all that water. That would have been
Mighty weighty.
but super heavy. Locked up tighter than Fort Knox.
So they restored that in 2017. And that's what it looks like inside. Now.
Nice.
And then, so they were on private property. So there's the Elkhorn mine, look. There's the tracks, engine route, the turntable. There's the frat hall that we were in and the building next door. And that's where the hotels and the butchers and everything were.
Yeah. Barber, candy store, general store.
There's the water tank. There's the depot. The depot doesn't exist anymore. And this is what it looked like. And that's what that huge mill looked like that we've just seen now in ruins. And there's the Northern Pacific Railway. That's pretty cool.
Here's a better look at what remains of the mill.
Unfortunately, some private property, we can't get up there.
Nope.
Well, unless the road The old dirt road goes up round there, but I couldn't see
I
anywhere.
didn't see a road that went that direction anyways,
No, I
though.
didn't. All of the waste rock piles, massive.
Yeah.
So there'd still be silver up here. And we just met a lady whose son lives uphill just down the road. And he owns the mining claim on his property. He hasn't mined anything yet. So there is still a lot of silver up here. And I guess back in the day, they didn't have the technology, whereas nowadays they have got technology to do it. Whether or not that will be the case. So, we've arrived at Elkhorn Cemetery, and the first grave we stumble upon is actually that of Peter Wise. Now, he was the gentleman who discovered the silver vein, and he was kind of the founder of Elkhorn.
Wow. Kind of fitting he's right here at the entrance.
Yes. So we have two here, Richard and Lillian Bennetts, brother and sister, died a year apart from each other.
Yeah.
Now there is one thing about Elkhorn Cemetery, it's not famous like Virginia City or the others. There's only one murderer that is buried here. They didn't have a lot of crime, but what it is famous for, what it's known for, is the amount of babies and children's deaths and burials from a pandemic or epidemic that came through back in 1888. 5 years, 7 days, 3 years, 6 months, 4 days.
That's quite the headstone there.
Brother, were they? No, Beatrice and Clara, two sisters. And look, they passed away in a month of each other. One in June, one in July.
Almost
Same
a
year.
month to the day.
Oh, can you imagine the heartbreak that their parents would feel?
And this one, Lewis Ketchum, adopted son of Eppin J. Foster, died in 1889, 4 years, 17 days. And look at the tree right out of the middle.
It's the baby's legacy.
Yeah. Living on.
Energy can't be created and can't be destroyed. More recent, and the military.
Just started looking around the cemetery, all those signs like this, they're all unknown. Reminds me a lot of the cemetery we visited in Custer, I believe it was. That most of the people there died by the avalanche, and a lot of them were unknown that passed there. They're everywhere. And these are the ones that are marked, you know?
There's, as I said, there's a lot of graves that we can't even identify now at all. We're just walking over them.
You can see like the indentations and things in the ground. After time, the caskets collapse and it leaves a bit of an indentation. You can see where there were graves, or are graves, excuse me.
Mountains rise, the valleys whisper, roads unfolding endless miles. Tonto's wheels are spinning stories, weaves of wonder, highway smiles. Pen in the atlas, always turning, maps are burning in the night. Stars are guiding, trucks are rolling, adventures singing in the light. Old motels and morning coffee, desert skies and open plains. Tonto's tires on winding rivers, whispers drive.